Over 40,000 runners took the streets in Chicago to compete in the 2022 edition of this World Major Marathon. The Bank of America Chicago Marathon is one of the 6 major marathons of the world that attract runners from all around the globe. Some of the best elite runners come to this fast, flat course to compete for the $75,000 grand prize. The winner's grand prize money is down compared to last year's $100,000. If any runner breaks the course record, they will be given a bonus of $75,000. The Chicago Marathon started in 1977, where 2,178 runners finished the race. Now more than 40,000 plus runners take on the course in 2022. In the women's elite race, Ruth Chepngetich was on a mission. She blasted off the line and no other woman would keep up with her, and for a good reason. Her first miles were incredibly quick with a projected finishing time under 2:10. At one point, she was running at a 2:07 pace, running ahead of guys who had intentions of running sub 2:10. By the time Chepngetich reached the 5K mark, she was already 45 seconds ahead of the chase pack. Her split for 5 kilometers was 15 minutes and 11 seconds. Ruth Chepngetich is the defending champion. In 2021, she did something similar as she started the first half of the race on the world record pace, but the weather conditions were warm and she did not take fluids in the beginning. That would catch up to her in the second half of the race, with the weather warming up and her pace dropped dramatically. She finished the 2021 Chicago Marathon in a time of 2 hours, 22 minutes, and 31 seconds. 2022 was a bit different. Weather conditions were ideal for marathon running, and she used that to her advantage early on. Chepngetich was well under world record pace for the first half of the race, and was making the pace to keep up with the blazing fast pace she wanted to go at. 10K in, and she is a minute and 55 seconds ahead of the following woman. Her split time was 30 minutes and 40 seconds, only slowing down through the second 5K by 9 seconds. Chepngetich was on her way to run a world record if she can continue pushing the pace early on. At 15K, her predicted finishing time was still around 2 hours and 10 minutes. 46 minutes and 19 seconds was her split, and she increased her lead to almost 3 minutes by this point. After 20K, Chepngetich led the women's race with a blistering pace and was 3 minutes and 39 seconds ahead of the chase pack. 1 hour, 2 minutes and 10 seconds through 20K. First half of the race completed, and Ruth Chepngetich was on an incredible pace. She crossed the halfway point in 1 hour, 5 minutes and 44 seconds. This will put her just over 2 hours and 11 minutes if she can run a similar second half. The pace was still very quick and just under the world record, but you can tell that the very fast first half was starting to show on her legs. At 25K, she was well ahead in the women's race, just over 4 minutes. Her split time was 1 hour, 18 minutes and 3 seconds. From the beginning of the race, it was all Chepngetich, and it was never a doubt that she would defend her title. However, the world record was the goal, and would she get it? Her lead continued to grow, and after 30 kilometers, she still was running very strong splits. 1 hour, 50 minutes and 25 seconds on the clock, as Chepngetich passed the 35K mark almost 5 minutes ahead of Sisson, who was in second place for the elite woman. In the final stages of the 2022 Chicago Marathon, we were witnessing one of the fastest performances in women's marathon history. Ruth Chepngetich crossed 40 kilometers in 2 hours, 7 minutes and 2 seconds, and it was going to be very close to the world record. She continued to grind it out as the pace had dropped out, and it was all up to her to finish it out. Turning into the home stretch, the clock was ticking, and the world record would not be broken this time, but Ruth Chepngetich would run the second fastest time ever. Her official time was 14 seconds over the world record in a time of 2 hours, 14 minutes and 18 seconds. Behind the second fastest performance in women's marathon history, Sisson was on her way running the fastest American time ever. Just earlier in the year, Kira D'Amato set the record in a time of 2 hours, 19 minutes and 12 seconds. Sisson came into the homestretch well under that time and would take down the American record by 43 seconds. Her official time of 2 hours, 18 minutes and 29 seconds is the new American record, and she would finish in second place. She now owns the American record in the half marathon with a time of 67:11 and the full marathon. Thanks for watching the Women's Elite Race Recap at the 2022 Chicago Marathon. Like the video if you enjoyed Ruth Chepngetich gutsy performance. Subscribe to the channel for more running content, and I'll see you in the next one.